Hey there, guys. Let me turn down the music a bit. I'm listening to Greek Orthodox chants while I am doing this. Let me see whether I can scroll up a bit to show you what it is that I'm up to. So I'm actually combining two decks here because the background that you see here, these 8 cards that you see first of all, like with these little squares in the corners with the colors in them, and then over here there's more weirdness, going on. That's actually the Ceremonial Magic Tarot. I'm downloading the images from vampiretarot.com, where there's quite a number of files that I don't think it will be such a disaster if I talk about this, because copyright things and what have you, but it is a lot of work, but I kind of enjoy this. So what I'm doing, which is really new now, the thing is, I don't really enjoy the images in the middle in this Ceremonial Magic deck. I will pull up the file here with the images so you can sort of see what they look like. For example, this is a card. See, I personally think this is not really in style with the symbolism. The drawing style is kind of less, less fabulous. See? And especially with this one, this was just completely not floating my boat. Anyway, but I do enjoy all this astrological information, the information dealing with the dates, or in this case, it's actually a decan. I think they're all decans. So they are lunar mansions, right? So in this case, moving from June 21st to July 1st, you're talking about the first part of the sign of Cancer, the first decan. And in here, we have all sorts of names of angels, which I enjoy, and symbols of angels. That's basically the reason that I want this deck, but I do not want the ice cream. That's just too silly. So what I'm doing is I'm incorporating this deck in there. It's very fiddly, like I said before, but the imagery is just much nicer. This is also probably just like the other one. This one is definitely a Lo Scarabeo deck with the 4 languages in here. And I suppose you might have trimmed this off, except I find that really hard to figure out to do on this computer. So I'm leaving it as it is, especially as these, here's the 10 of Swords. It says affliction. That's actually a significance that I can work with quite easily. I don't find that problematic. But these are the court cards, and they're, they're prettier, and it's very classical. So I'm kind of incorporating this imagery into the Ceremonial Magic deck, hoping to, what I'm doing here, you can see there's a blue square in here, and here there's an orange square in the middle of the image behind my Della Rocca card, because I want to mask as much as possible of the weirdness going on. So if I go to my next page here, this is a series of cards that I've finished. The top half I'm done with, like this. This is a bit asymmetrical. I might actually choose to go a bit more like this, because I can still read my symbols right there. Yeah, that's better. See? So I get all sorts of information. It's quite old school and I just enjoy this quite a bit. This should also be a bit more symmetrical, but I want to not mess up my angel names down there. So, okay, this one I already made symmetrical, and I liked this Libra sign in here for the Four of Swords. I thought that was pretty cool. And it actually has, let me see, looks like Jupiter in Libra, which is a strong position for Jupiter to have. So that's cool, right? So same here, moving this card in slightly so that they're as symmetrical as possible. See? So I'm picking colors for this almost invisible, theoretically, square patch in the back to also sort of compensate. This is a little bit of the original ceremonial magic card that's popping out behind the other one, and I'm just going to leave that in there. And down here, these are the 5s that I'm working on now, and as you can see, I have just copy pasted the original shapes into the ceremonial magic card, and I have not squared these up properly as is yet. And I have to pick the color for this one over here. Let me see if I can do that actually. Let's, for example, go for an orange. There you go. See? So it's a lot of work, but I still think they're actually turning out rather nice. So you might still, if you don't like the contrast in here, I won't do this because it's more work, but you might pick an edge to this particular card in a slightly paler color orange compared to this bit here. Then you would have a bit less of a contrast like that. So that's a possibility, especially in the case of darker cards like this one, for example. Let me go to the edging and pick, for example, that one. And see, you actually get a bit more of a transition there. So I hope you can see that. I hope you enjoy my card printing adventures. I will at some point have to get me a new color cartridge because, duh, I'm not doing this in all this faded black and white. Although I did print out one test sheet in black and white, which looks like so. And I think they're actually rather cute. So who knows, maybe this will be a black and white exercise after all, because I don't have a black and white deck, so who knows. Okay, you guys, thank you for watching. Autumn is coming slowly but surely, and I'll be talking to you again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.